I'm Shakti Upadhyay, Vice President Marketing Bajaj Auto, and
I am Narasimhan, Head of All India 2.
we are here at the Pulsar 150 and 125 launch. A little bit brief, the Pulsar 150 and 125, when we were thinking about bringing the new versions, we spoke to the Pulsar fanboys, the people who love the Pulsar in its form, and we asked them what are the changes that we should bring in and what we should keep constant. So as you all know, Pulsar has got a large fan following. The Pulsar fanboys said that you should retain the Pulsar unique character, the masculine silhouette of the Pulsar, the, the big tank, the 10-second rush, power and adrenaline that Pulsar gives. And then you can bring in some new tech in terms of being added to the bike. So therefore, we've designed the bike, kept the design of the bike exactly the same. We have only made it better. We have completely re-engineered from inside. The tank becomes bigger, the waistline of the bike becomes slimmer so that it gives better rider grip. The thigh grip is better. As you will see, there are some changes like the new tail lamps have come, but the overall design of the bike is the same. The changes have gone deeper into the engine part where both the bikes 150 and 125 have completely new engines which give the same Pulsar grunt and rush, but at the same time they are much more drivable in the city. We have got the new gearbox. The gearbox has improved the tractive effort that the bike has. So because of deeper gears, now both the bikes have around 10% more tractive effort within the city, which means that full man load of two people sitting on the bike, there is a less gear change that people have to do in slow speeds. We have got the latest technologies. Apart from that, for example, the crawl tech, which has come in, where the Pulsar 150 can go to the lowest speed of 10 kilometers without throttle input and without pressing the clutch, and the engine will not stall. The Pulsar 125 can go to the lowest speed of 5 kilometers without the accelerator and without pressing the clutch. This is what we call crawl tech. This makes these bikes very much more drivable within the city. We have got the segment best TFT, wherein now we bring in the Google navigation. So rider doesn't need to keep looking at his phone while riding. The TFT will guide him. The Google on TFT will be able to guide him. We've got ride modes, and at an overall level it is a much better improved package while keeping the design the same and still making the bike more masculine than ever. It's a pleasure to ride. We are very sure.
Just to add, we are celebrating 25 years of daring. Exactly 25 years ago, Pulsar started, and we are happy to introduce the daring new Pulsars today for Tamil Nadu. As you know, Tamil Nadu, we are undisputed leader in motorcycling thanks to Pulsar, and all the Pulsar fans have appreciated Pulsar over times, and I would like to thank all the Pulsar maniacs of Tamil Nadu, and I am sure they will give a similar great resounding response to the new generation Pulsars also. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Covering the sections of the Pulsar 150 and 125 in terms of the changes that we have brought. Starting with design, the original iconic silhouette, which is unmistakably masculine Pulsar 150. This is what defines the bike. And this silhouette is something, that's what our fanboys love. So, we maintain what people want, what people love. We created the all-new Pulsar 150 and 125. Nothing changed. Well, except everything. So the point is, if you look at these bikes from a 50-meter distance, you would say, okay, this is the same Pulsar. But when you go up and close, we challenge you to find out something which is old. Everything has changed. The bikes have all been reformed, they have been reimagined in terms of all the parts. I'll go deeper into it. The biggest character of a Pulsar 150 is the bigger, bolder tank, the tank that it has. So we kept the tank as it is. We made the tank bigger and bolder, which is what you will see in the new Pulsar 150. We've chiseled it just like a diamond, got those curves, made it bigger. It's got more athletic surfacing. And then we went deeper. We said, why not improve the ergonomics? So we made the waist, again chiseling it, we made it more sculpted to give better control and grip to the rider. This is how the change has happened. So now with this change, what we get is a chiseled tighter waist where the thighs of the rider, they grip the bike much better as compared to the earlier version. It brings in more tension in surfaces. In terms of consumer benefit, earlier people used to sit on the bike. Now they will sit in the bike, almost as if they are a part of the bike. We went deeper into it. We looked at how do we redesign the frame. So earlier, sorry, the slide is not showing. Yeah, sorry. So earlier, we used to have the double cradle frame, which is on the left side, where the engine was mounted on the frame. Moving forward, with the new Pulsar 150 and 125, we have made a diamond type frame where the engine is a stiffness member of the frame. So it is no more mounted on the frame of the bike. What it brings is, when engine becomes a stiffness member, it gives better maneuverability, it reduces the NVH of the bike, and then it increases the stability of the bike. The iconic headlamp, everyone loves it. We improved the headlamp by keeping the section the same as the earlier one. On the left is the older headlamp, and on the right, as you will see, we maintain the same angles. We have got the same cowl down to the millimeter level. Everything has been retained, but what it brings is, it's got a sharper predator gaze. It's got those wolf-eye pilot lamps, which are much brighter than the earlier generations, so that when a Pulsar is coming towards you, from a distance, even during the day or the night, you can say that, yeah, that's a Pulsar. That's the signature part of the iconic headlamp. We got the best-in-class LED. Now, as you can see, in terms of illumination, it's almost like a daylight when you turn on the LEDs of the new Pulsar 150 and 125. Another fantastic aspect is the sharper rear. That's what Pulsar has always been loved for, the duo tail lamps. So we've got new crystal tail lamps, which is what you see on the picture towards the left, and the angle has been kept the same. We have made it more sharper. So now the seat cowl ends with a sharper point as compared to the earlier Pulsar. But as I said, we maintained what is the best, and that was the original rider triangle that has been preserved exactly the same, because this is something that our riders love. So this stays unchanged. You get a new engine, a new headlamp, a new frame, a sharper rear, and you get the same rider triangle. Now that's the power of engineering from Bajaj Auto. As I said, 50 meters away, it looks exactly the same. We've got a new sporty Pentagon silencer, and as I said in the beginning, how do we enhance the signature grunt of Pulsar? This is inspired by the signature Pulsar 220F. It's become more robust and it's got more grunt than the Pulsar which is going out. I'll move towards the performance section. Again, a lot of work has happened in order to make it more Pulsar than ever. We've got an all-new engine. It maintains the signature Pulsar character. The Pulsar 150 comes with 14 PS power. Pulsar 125 now comes with 12 PS power. We've got a perfect balance between power and torque. And what is being enhanced is the rideability in the city, which I am going to explain in my further slides. So now, the Pulsar 125 becomes the most powerful 125 in the segment. Through the power of engineering, we have got more power to weight ratio while retaining the same Pulsar character. The power to weight ratio goes from 93 to 100 for 150, and it goes up from 81 to 93 in the case of 125. So you see, it's got more Pulsar character than it used to have earlier. We are giving precision in every riding condition with the ride modes. It is for the first time in 125 and 150cc, 3 ride modes: road, rain and sport. Now going deeper into how it improves the rideability within the city. Both the Pulsars have got better low end torque. The 85% torque is now available at 3000 rpm itself, which is what you will see that from 12 Newton meter, it's 14.1 Newton meter, and because of this enhanced torque, the city rideability becomes a dream, which means actually you don't need to change gears a lot. I'll go deeper into it as to how this has happened. It is because we've got a completely new, it's not only enhanced, it's a completely new and improved gearbox, which has got tighter bevels. Now the deeper bevels increase the tractive effort of the bike. The Pulsar 150 now gets almost 10% higher peak tractive effort in first gear and around 10 to 12% in second gear, while Pulsar 125 goes to 13% and 15% in first and second gear. So this is the enhancement in the tractive effort. Now what tractive effort means is if there are 2 people sitting on the bike and the bike goes to a lower speed, in other motorcycles, in other brands, you may need to change the gear to first gear. But in Pulsar, you can still, without pressing clutch, you can go through that condition in the second gear itself with 2-man load. We are bringing in the latest crawl tech in Pulsars, which means that in both these motorcycles, people can go to the lowest speeds possible without throttle input and without stalling the engine. If you can see, because of the crawl tech in 150 and 125, the 150cc goes to the lowest speed of 10 without a throttle input and without pressing the clutch. And look at the 125, it goes to the speed of 5. So this is where the Pulsar now becomes more rideable in the city. It's a beast, but when you need it, it can go as easy as you want. It all depends on the rider, how he wants it. People have monoshock in their bike. We have put a nitrogen charged nitro monoshock in both Pulsar 150 and 125, and that is going to be across all variants. The nitrogen gas charged emulsion type monoshock that reduces the damping. It increases the damping performance across varied terrains where the bike is going on a rumbling strip. The monoshock gives you less adulations, and what you feel is a much smoother glide. Going deeper into features, we are introducing for the first time in segment 5-inch TFT with Google navigation. Now these days, riders have a lot of issue while they are navigating through the traffic. Some of them, they bring out their phone, they put the Google destination there, and then they try to keep the phone somewhere or put it on a holder so that the bike, then they can maneuver through the traffic. But here we have put that phone inside the TFT. So the Google navigation is now a part of the TFT for all Android and iOS phones. There are other very important and very consumer benefit oriented features which the TFT brings in. They need not carry their RC, their insurance documents or any other document. They can save a file on the TFT so that it can be brought on if it's inquired about. They'll receive their call and message alerts and the music controls. We have also equipped the Pulsar with an all-new intelligent starter generator, which is what we say that these are good habits made permanent. Some of them, they stop their bike. When they stop their bike on signals, they would turn off the engine, but some of them don't. So here, what ISG does is if the bike is stationary for around 5 seconds, then the bike will switch off. When you squeeze the throttle or you press the clutch, the bike will turn on and the engine will turn on silently. We are providing the independence of choosing between a split seat and single seat throughout the range of the 150 and 125, and we have got more features. So the feature list can go on and on. You know, in the interest of time, I am not going that deep, but yeah, hazard lights, Type C, fast charger, they are now available in both the Pulsar variants. In terms of range and features, this is what the 150 brings about on the table. It's got the latest and the best features which are available in the segment. It becomes the most loaded Pulsar in 150 and 125. And it shows the competition their place. As you will see, this is the comparison with some of the key competition that we have, and you will see that green is a good color to look at. It suits the eyes. Red doesn't. So maybe that's what others have to look up to. This is what the Pulsar 150 brings on the table. Coming to the 125, it's an exhaustive range. Actually, 125 becomes the most loaded 125cc bike with the kind of features it brings in. And again, you will see how we have worked out in order to give more value to the consumers and to make it more Pulsar than ever. Pulsar 125 again sets a new segment benchmark by showing green light to the competition. And as you will see that they will get inspired by us in the time from now. By that time we would have taken another lead. The colors available on Pulsar, so there is a sapphire blue, ebony black, ink blue,